Now let's talk about the Prime Minister of New Zealand. His name is Christopher Luxon. He is on a 5-day visit to India and he is the chief guest for this year's Raisina Dialogue. In fact, tomorrow morning, Prime Minister Luxon will be right here at the Ideas Pod studio to inaugurate it. So make sure you don't miss our coverage. In the meantime, let's tell you more about the visit and the bilateral ties between India and New Zealand. Prime Minister Luxon arrived in New Delhi last night and he has come with a large delegation, perhaps the largest a Kiwi Prime Minister has ever travelled with. And in India, Prime Minister Modi rolled out the red carpet for him.
मैं प्रधानमंत्री लक्ष्मण और उनके प्रतिनिधिमंडल का भारत में हार्दिक स्वागत करता हूं। प्रधानमंत्री लक्ष्मण भारत से लंबे समय से जुड़े हुए हैं। कुछ दिन पहले ऑकलैंड में होली के रंगों में रंगकर उन्होंने जिस तरह उत्सव का माहौल बनाया वह हम सब ने देखा। उन जैसे युवा, ऊर्जावान और प्रतिभाशाली लीडर का इस वर्ष रायसीना डायलॉग का मुख्य अतिथि होना हमारे लिए खुशी की बात है।
New Zealand is eager to expand ties with India. Prime Minister Luxon is personally investing in this relationship. And he is no stranger to India. Before becoming Prime Minister, Luxon worked in the private sector. He was associated with brands like Unilever and Air New Zealand. As an executive, he used to visit India quite frequently. And it was during those visits that Luxon became bullish on the India story. He witnessed the rise of the Indian middle class. He saw how they were getting wealthy and how the Indian economy was expanding rapidly. Luxon, in fact, has spoken about this. Let me quote from what he said. India's got a rapidly rising middle class, which creates huge trade opportunities. Those citizens now don't have worries about where their house is or what they're going to be eating tonight. They're actually saving for their retirement. They're sending their kids off on education. They want to travel more, and that's a huge opportunity for us. That opportunity is why Prime Minister Luxon is hoping to tap on. He wants a trade deal with India. As of today, India's trade with New Zealand is not very much. Last year, both sides traded goods worth just about $1 billion. This is from April 2024 to January 2025, $1 billion of bilateral trade. Prime Minister Luxon wants a comprehensive economic partnership with India. In fact, this is something that he campaigned on, a promise that he campaigned on during the election. And today he's got an opening. India and New Zealand will launch negotiations for a trade deal.
I'm pleased to welcome the efforts of Minister Goyal and Minister Macleay on their agreement announced yesterday between New Zealand and India that we will launch immediately comprehensive free trade agreement negotiations, making sure that we work towards a balanced, ambitious and comprehensive agreement.
India and New Zealand will restart free trade talks. These discussions have been frozen for 10 years now, and it's not like leaders before Luxon did not try, but there's little to show for it. Even after 10 years, we don't have a deal on the table. The plan is for negotiators to meet next month and fast-track this effort. Luxon wants to double New Zealand's exports in 10 years, and he believes that India could help him get there. So that's one of his key priorities, trade. The second one is security. Like India, New Zealand too has a China problem. Earlier this year, Chinese ships provoked the Kiwis. The PLA sent 3 naval vessels. They conducted live fire exercises near New Zealand. It shows you how far China wants to spread its turf. Its army is building pressure on countries as far away as New Zealand, the Chinese army. It is also tapping New Zealand's neighbours. In fact, in February, China and Cook Islands signed a pact, a comprehensive strategic partnership. Now, Cook Islands are a group of 15 small islands. They are located between New Zealand and Hawaii. This area is considered as New Zealand's backyard. So the Cook Islands deal with China was a jolt for the Kiwis. China wants to control the entire Indo-Pacific, and this is a matter of concern because Beijing is creating security threats for both India and New Zealand, which is why Prime Minister Luxon wants India's help. He wants greater defence cooperation. He wants more military drills with India, and New Delhi would be keen to reciprocate, but there is one hiccup, and that is Khalistani separatism. Last year, there was a Khalistan referendum in Auckland. New Zealand allowed this event to go ahead. It was organized by Sikhs for Justice, which is a terrorist organization that has been banned in India. But New Zealand allowed them to hold a referendum on breaking up India. So you can imagine how sensitive this is for New Delhi. Khalistanis are separatists, and groups like Sikhs for Justice have been involved in terror activities. They call for breaking up the Punjab state from India. India has taken a strong stand on this issue, and we all know what happened with Canada. So New Zealand's response to India's concerns on this matter will be key. So far, it has made the right noises. In a statement last year, New Zealand said it respects India's territorial integrity. And now with their Prime Minister visiting and talking about deepening the partnership, we hope these wrinkles will be ironed out.
First Post brings you the Ideas Pod at the Raisina Dialogue 2025, the largest gathering of global policymakers, thought leaders, and innovators, now on the fastest growing international news platform. Big ideas, big debates, big impact. Only at the Ideas Pod.
Raisina Hill.
First Post gives you front row access to the conversations that matter most. The Ideas Pod. Raisina Dialogue 2025 on First Post. From March 17th to March 19th.